Welcome to the world of the largest land animals on Earth. Elephants are more than just big creatures. They are highly intelligent, emotional, and essential to our planet's ecosystem. Today, we're going to look closely at the different types of elephants that roam our world and what makes each of them unique. For a long time, people thought there were only two kinds of elephants, the African and the Asian. But thanks to modern science and DNA testing, we now know there are actually three distinct species. These are the African bush elephant, the African forest elephant, and the Asian elephant. Let's start with the most famous one, the African bush elephant. This is the heavyweight champion of the world. They live in the grassy plains and woodlands of sub-Saharan Africa. When you see a nature show featuring a massive elephant under a baobab tree, you're looking at a bush elephant. The bush elephant is truly massive. They can stand up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh as much as 6 tons. Their size isn't just for show. Being that big helps protect them from predators like lions, though even a lion would think twice before messing with a bull elephant. One of the easiest ways to identify an African elephant is by looking at its ears. Their ears are shaped almost exactly like the continent of Africa. These large ears aren't just for hearing. They act like giant radiators, helping the elephant stay cool in the hot African sun. Now, let's go deeper into the jungle to find the African forest elephant. For years, scientists thought these were just smaller versions of the bush elephant, but they are actually a separate species. They live in the dense Rhine forests of Central and Western Africa. Forest elephants are noticeably smaller than their cousins on the plains. This smaller size is an adaptation that helps them move through thick trees and vines more easily. They also have tusks that point straight down instead of curving outward, which prevents them from getting stuck in the brush. Their diet is also a bit different. While bush elephants eat a lot of grass and acacia, forest elephants are the ultimate fruit lovers. By eating fruit and spreading seeds through their dung, they act as the gardeners of the forest, helping new trees grow across the jungle. Next, we move across the ocean to the Asian elephant. These elephants have a very different relationship with humans. For thousands of years, they have lived closely with people in countries like India, Thailand, and Sri Lanka, often helping with work or participating in festivals. Asian elephants are smaller than the African bush species, but they are still impressive. You can tell them apart because their ears are much smaller and rounder. Also, their backs are arched upward, whereas African elephants have a bit of a dip in their spines. Another cool trick to identify an Asian elephant is looking at its head. They have two distinct bumps or domes on the top of their forehead. These are actually muscle structures. African elephants, on the other hand, have a very smooth, rounded forehead. If you look at their trunks, you'll see another secret. An African elephant's trunk has 2 fingers at the tip, which they use to pinch and pick things up. An Asian elephant only has 1 finger at the top, so they usually wrap their whole trunk around an object. Within the Asian elephant family, there are actually 4 subspecies. The most common is the Indian elephant. These are the ones you see most often in the wild and in sanctuaries. They make up the largest portion of the Asian elephant population. Then there is the Sri Lankan elephant. These are the largest and darkest of the Asian subspecies. Interestingly, many Sri Lankan males don't grow tusks at all. Only about 7% of them have those long ivory tusks we usually associate with elephants. Deep in the jungles of Southeast Asia, you'll find the Sumatran elephant. These are quite small compared to the others and are unfortunately very endangered. Because their habitat is being lost to palm oil plantations, they are struggling to find enough space to live. The most unique-looking of the group is the Borneo pygmy elephant. They are the smallest of all, with oversized ears and long tails that sometimes touch the ground. They are known for being much gentler and more baby-faced